let's start and have a good time. Once again, congratulations, Andrew.
Thanks.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and let's start with experience points, of course. Gustav van Heck, tell me what are you buying, Gustav?
I'm going to take one wound.
Mm-hmm. One wound. So how much do you have now?
16.
All right.
But currently 3. So that would put me at because I gained a wound to my
Yeah.
current stats, right?
So you
So
are
I'd be at
lightly
4.
wounded because you are heavily wounded under three. But if you have three
Okay.
or more, you are lightly wounded. So you can actually use healing draught and get the I don't recall. I think 4 HP from it. Normally, if you drink healing draught while being heavily wounded, you would only get a single HP. So you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gustav gets a single wound. Johannes, what about you?
Well, I'm torn because I I only have currently 6 wounds left out of my 13.
Mm-hmm.
I could take another wound, but I'm sort of leaning towards taking 5% in weapon skill to get my weapon skill up to 35.
Okay, well that's
Um, that so I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do weapon +5 weapon skill just because I want a better chance to actually smack things, and I don't feel like 1 hit point is gonna do it for me this session.
okay. So you are getting 5% for your to your weapons. Gotcha.
Mm.
Lambert, what are you buying?
I have finished the advances in this career, and I'm
Nice.
looking to get all the accoutrements if I survive.
All right.
So I picked up one wound, and I picked up weapon skill. So my weapon skill is 45, and I'm at 13 wounds.
Now that's so. Halfling's weapon skill is better than Johannes. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay.
it's
Uh,
all that cooking I did, all that cutlery.
of course, of course.
Yes, knife skills.
Okay.
Yeah, skills that kills.
Skills that kills. Gaston, what about you?
I was thinking about, I guess, maybe doing my strength.
Plus
I
5.
have, yeah, I have 12 wounds. I mean, do you think I should try to increase that, or that's probably good?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you're a
Well, it's
fighter,
not a lot.
you usually want to go to at least get to at least 15, ideally 20 wounds.
Okay.
I mean, you have full
Well,
plate armor, but still.
right.
Yeah.
So I mean, do I just use 100 points to increase that?
Oh,
You buy a single wound for 100 points.
Okay. Might as well do that. Why
Yeah.
not?
All right.
We'll do that.
So now you have
Yeah.
13 wounds. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who's making notes? The document's already made,
It's
created.
me.
All right. Cool. So last time, of course, we had the split party, always fun situation, right? Half of the party was in the sewers, having a grand old time with some local residents. Especially Dion had very good time. Sorry, Dion. I mean, he's dead. I don't care what his name was anyway. He had a very good time, especially when one of those residents ripped his friggin' leg off and then took him into a dark place, into a dark hole. However, Johannes and Gustav defeated the other two of the horrifying, pale humanoid creatures with terrifying teeth and
one sec.
long black claws. Both of you sustained wounds, Johannes and Gustav, and since both of you are, well, to some degree at least trained in the ways of a healer, you know that those things were, they had all sorts of nasty shit under their fingernails. You felt the heat coming, seeping into your wounds from their claws, but you prevailed. Although both of you are pretty beaten up, you are somewhere under the streets of Altdorf. You're not sure where. Your guide has just been killed and dragged into the darkness, and yeah, and there's, well, what now? But
Oh, they pulled the whole body? I thought they
yeah,
just pulled the
no, no,
leg.
no. The single the one remaining creature, the one creature that remained alive, he took the leg and the body and dragged it into the darkness through the opening in the small, partially built wall that was to your right. That was covering one of the side corridors, side tunnels, and disappeared. I mean, well, both of you guessed that it probably had something to do with the fact that it just secured its meal, and it didn't really have to fight anymore, right? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously. So you are in a bit of a pickle, as they say. However, not as big, not as much or not as big of a pickle. I don't know really.
Yeah.
As Gaston and Lambert, who are currently having a very good time in the Golden Triangle Club, a very fancy club run by one Everard Harstein, and there are a lot of important, rich men inside. Actually, like the only women that you found within the walls are those drugged up servant girls. So that's probably sort of interesting. Lambert, you're here, or okay, he's probably not.
I don't know if he's back or not.
So I'm talking only to Gaston. So Gaston, you, both of you, but I think mainly you've heard some strange things when you were in the main dining hall, when you were eating and conversing and just trying to fit in. Something about the fleet being recalled, the river being essentially open, and some of the talk here sounded really, you would probably use the word cultish. Eventually, Lambert asked you to have a few words with you in private, and so you convinced Everard to let you use a private room upstairs, ostensibly for Lambert to give you your medicine, but
Tobacco. Yeah.
tobacco, used for medical purposes, of course. But in truth, naturally, it was due to both of you discussing what is happening right now. And Lambert spotted eventually, or rather he noticed that you were being eavesdropped on. Within the small room on the first floor, there's this large bookshelf covered completely with thick leather-bound tomes, scroll cases, maps, stuff like that. It's all very, of course, very travel and explorer-oriented, because this whole place is like essentially one huge explorers club for very, very rich and powerful Imperials, and well, not only Imperials, because you're Bretonnian and Everard wants to make a member out of you. But between some of those books, Lambert spotted a small metal cylindrical shape with this lens, this small magnifying
Sorry
lens.
about that, guys.
No worries.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry.
I'm just recalling what's happening in the club. And so
Yeah.
Lambert took the cigar that he was rolling, and actually that he lit, and blew smoke into the small hole. And from behind the wall, from the other side, both of you heard muffled but still rather audible sounds of cursing and coughing, but mostly cursing. And so now we are returning here. As two of you, Lambert and Gaston, you're in this room. You've been locked, by the way, by the servant who brought you here. Both of you heard the key in the lock. Outside, you think you start hearing some kind of commotion. what are you doing, Gaston and Lambert? This is not initiative phase yet, by the way, so you can act freely for now, at least.
Well, we know that the windows are barred.
Mm-hmm.
Our only reaction out of here, like, is through that door.
Unless there's another way out.
There's
Somewhere.
yeah. I mean, you can of course try and open the windows, like remove the bars, but
There's a
Well, the other side of that would be, aren't we leaving your sword here?
yeah.
well, yeah, there's that too. But if there's a hidden, like, lens, I mean, there could be like a hidden passage in and out as well.
That's fair. This is a place for creepy old fucks in
Right.
the Empire. They love like secret passageways and shit. And yeah,
So you want to search for a place like that?
I think we
I
have no choice but to
do.
search for something.
Okay. Yes. Remember one thing: both of you are unarmed completely. Although Gaston.
Well, no, we snuck in some stuff,
I mean, you.
stowed into our clothes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. True.
yeah. I've got a stiletto in my
I
clothes.
have like an ice pick or something.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
You have an ice pick sewn into your cloak, if I recall correctly. Yeah, true. Plus, you have your full plate armor on you.
Yeah, you were told me that I was gonna be walking weird, so I thought
Oh
maybe
no,
you
it
were
wasn't
gonna
a
work
stiletto.
that in.
I've got that
Lucky.
file in my doublet.
Fucking weird.
Well, because I think he had to like put it into my leg, like pant leg.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something
It's
that.
like
So, like
in the brace of his shin.
True.
So I thought. I was
Okay, yeah. Sorry,
I thought I was gonna have to come up with a story of why I was limping. So what's the
Oh.
point?
I was gonna say I just have I just have an image of from Spinal Tap when he pulls
Exactly.
the tinfoil covered
I just
Exactly
want to
why.
out
state.
of his pants.
I just want to state that even though it would be counted as probably improvised weapon or unarmed,
Yeah, no, he did.
being hit by a mailed fist will fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would consider, of course.
Is the equivalent of brass knuckles.
Yeah, I think we could probably treat it as Gaston using brass knuckles. True. Yeah, why not? I think it makes sense.
Being hit by me is like being hit with a bunch of pudding.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's also partially
Delicious
true.
pudding.
So tell me, do you want to quickly search the room to look for some hidden passages?
You have to ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
But wait. I wanted to say that there's a modifier, of course.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but even with modifier that I want to give you, minus 30, you would pass, because you would pass by 3. So, alright, so what's happening right now? You are looking for some kind of exit, and naturally the first thing that you look for, or rather that you notice, is the bookshelf. You know, the one bookshelf through which both of you were spied upon. And as you are pulling books from it and looking for secret levers, stuff like that. By the way, Gaston, are you doing anything as you see Lambert trying to look for a way out, or not?
I would imagine that I'm assisting in helping or trying to do the same thing. So
okay. So eventually, after removing like half a dozen or rather thick books and dropping them onto the ground, you hear by this point you hear the sounds of multiple footsteps moving towards the door leading into your room. You find a switch, or rather a small lever, hidden behind one of the books. So please tell me, are you pulling the lever?
Yeah.
I think so.
You grab the lever, you pull.
Oh, is this like one of those revolving bookshelves?
Maybe. You pull the lever as hard as you can. And yeah, true, that's actually one of those revolving bookshelves. The bookshelf just
the poor kid.
just turned on its axis, and it didn't completely turn around. It created like this half an entrance, intersected in the middle by the bookshelf itself, so you can walk on the left and on the right. And behind the bookshelf, now I need to roll. Actually, I also rolled 24. But with the modifier that I would give, he wouldn't pass. So, on the other side, you see a small room, similar built as this one, except for the fact that it's not as nicely furnished. It's much more economical. There's a single wooden table with some bowls full of already cold food. There's a flagon of ale, smelling rather strongly, so not that good. There's also a window here that is not barred, interestingly enough. And not only that, but there's there are two things that would probably interest you. There are, of course, doors leading outside to the corridor. That's for sure. But there's also a man who is right now sitting at the table and splashing some of the ale from the flagon into his eye. Trying to probably ease the irritation from the smoke. The man is dressed as he's a servant. He's dressed rather normally, except for the fact that he has a short sword at his hip, and there's a weapons rack here as well. Behind him, the weapons rack contains maybe 2 swords, 2 cudgels, a few daggers, stuff like that. And he's completely surprised when he sees both of you with his one good eye. He's basically surprised for a single turn right now. Both of you are standing, and now we enter initiative order.
Hell yeah.
So, roll d10, add it to your agility.
Alright, let's see here.
And I will need to...
Boop. Aw.
Oh, I roll a D100. Sorry.
Nice.
D10 plus my agility modifier, or agility?
Yeah, you can actually roll on initiative. There's a little roll button next to your, and it'll do that shit for you.
Oh, okay.
But
Boop.
1 plus whatever your agility is.
Okay, so if it was 1 plus that would have been 52.
I am honestly just, rolling normally because I'm old school like that. And yeah.
So it would have been that.
Okay, so now the notes maker also notes initiative. So Andrew, this will be you. In that case, note please that the man who is right now sitting behind the table has initiative of 35 total, and Lambert has 59, and Gaston has I don't know how much.
So what do I need to do? I'm
You
trying to write this
roll-
down. And
You roll d10 and you add d10 to your agility, and this is your initiative for the round.
And then highest modified agility score.
Yes.
Okay, so just
Goes first.
choose a D10 from the dice roller.
Yeah.
Roll it, and then now roll my agility.
No, you don't roll.
No.
You add this
to
roll
your agility.
to your agility.
Okay.
How much
So
agility
whatever
do you
your
have?
agility is plus 3.
So 46.
Okay, but you don't have
Okay.
46 because you have full plate. You have 36 agility for the purposes of rolling or establishing initiative, because even a single piece of chainmail or scale mail gives you a minus modifier of 10 to your agility. So you would have 36 agility plus 3 means 39. Which means
Alright.
Lambert is first, you are second, and the man is third.
Okay, what was Lambert's? I'm sorry.
Lambert's is
trying to
59 total.
59, and the other guy was 30 something.
35.
35. Okay, got it. I will.
All right. So what is happening right now? By the way, Sean, Brian, sorry, but like we spent a lot of time with you guys last time, so now I want to
that's
start
cool.
with Gaston and Lambert.
Yeah, eat a dick, guys.
Yeah. Exactly. Sit in your stupid sewer with your stupid goose or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Pretty much.
now, for the purpose of the game, and this is Andrew's first combat, so I will be probably saying things that I would normally not say during fight. Obviously, I would normally not say that this man can do anything this turn because he is surprised. But when you are surprised, Andrew, you can do anything during your turn. You can't even dodge or parry. You're just out, essentially. Only for a single turn, unless it's stated otherwise. So, and we go from top initiative to from highest initiative to the lowest. You have 2 full actions and 2 quick actions. Sometimes I can give you more quick actions, but usually only 2. We also established that 2 quick actions take for like a single action, so to speak. So, for example, what is a quick action? Quick action is saying something something longer. So, like, not shouting "watch out," but "watch out, there are 2 bandits behind that corner and 3 more on the top of the stairs." Quick action would be just "watch out, there are," like the "watch out," but shouting something longer would be considered full action. And in your action you can, for example, move, you can attack, you can declare parrying, you can declare any of the combat maneuvers that are listed in the handout section here. You can remember, you can always check them out. So we'll start with Lambert. Lambert, you see that the man is completely surprised. But
He's sitting in a chair,
behind,
right?
Yeah, he's sitting. Actually, he's not even sitting behind the table. He's sitting like on the left side, so that the table is not separating you from him. He's very surprised when he looks at you, but you know that in a split second he'll probably start yelling. What are you doing?
So he's sitting in a chair. He's partially. His vision's got to be shit because he's been splashing ale in his face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bum rush and try to tackle him down.
So you want to drop him to the ground? Yes.
I want to get him prone.
Okay. Well, in that case, this will be what. So what Lambert is doing now, he needs to use 2 actions for that. First of all, he needs to approach the man, so he uses one of his actions to move.
Be like a charge, I guess.
The charge, there's not enough room. You need to have 3 meters, if I recall correctly, straight 3 meters in a straight line.
I got you.
To charge an enemy. You approach the enemy and attack him, and your attack will be a counter test of strength. So, Gaston, what you see, Lambert is rushing the man, and he's simply trying to drop him onto the ground. But
I'm just trying to pull the chair back. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a counter test of strength because the man will obviously try and remain seated. He can do this even though he is surprised, because this is part of the rules of the game. Counter strength rules, they always work like that. So Lambert, but I will give you modifier of plus 20% for that, since you are attacking a surprise man. Roll, please.
Strength?
Strength, yes. Basic strength roll.
With plus 20, that'll do it.
Okay, plus, right, 52. You don't have any successes, extra successes, but I think. No, I think you have 1 full success.
Yeah, that'll be 1 full success.
And I'm going to roll for his strength. No, he failed. So, and he failed by a lot. He didn't budge, but still. Lambert, you bum rush the man, and you simply, extend your hands and also put your
Give
right
him the arm bar.
yeah, put your right foot behind the chair's leg and pulled at the same moment as you were pushing the man, and he fell to the ground with this yelp of surprise and outrage, perhaps. He is completely prone. Being prone in the game is not good because it gives your opponents bonus modifiers to hit you.
Do I have a second action, or is this it?
You've used both your actions. One of your actions was to approach the man, the other was to push him. So that's you.
Gotcha.
Now Gaston, you're up.
Okay. How far away are the weapons, or would it be easier for me to grab his weapon that he has at his side?
If you want to grab his weapon, I will also require a counter strength test from you because he will probably try and stop you. If you want to grab one of the weapons from the rack, this will take you a whole turn to approach the rack because you need to go around the table and grab the weapon, and this will be everything that you can do for this turn.
Okay, and Lambert doesn't have him pinned?
No, because he already dropped him onto the ground.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess I need to try to grab his weapon.
Okay, so you
instead of trying to go get one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you quickly approach the man in your full plate, clanking. By the way, Andrew, we are usually not using combat maps unless absolutely necessary. I'm not a huge fan of them. That said, sometimes we do. For example, this is important right now. In your case, your full plate mail also gives you a penalty to movement of 1. So you have movement of 3 instead of normal human 4. Of course, this doesn't really matter in this case because it's a very small room, but there are situations in which that would actually matter. You cover the distance in few long, quick strides, and you reach for the weapon. Roll counter strength test again. You have additional bonus of 20%, and I will give him a -10 because he's laying prone.
Okay, just roll my strength.
Yeah, roll your strength at 20%. Nice. This is 65%, so you have, I think, 2 full successes at least, and I will roll for him. He actually passed, but no, sorry, he didn't pass because he had minus modifier, and even if you would, you had more successes than he. So you bend down, you grab the sword from the sheath at this man's hip, and pulled it. And now this is now is the man's turn, and he's not doing anything because he's surprised, so he completely loses any opportunity to do anything in this turn. But both of you, Lambert and Gaston, you can see that he starts to open his mouth to shout very loudly. And he also reaches for the behind his back, probably for a dagger that he has stashed there. So now we have another round, and this is actually what was happening last game. Combat here is very lengthy, but it also has some charm to it. Lambert, once again, you're first. What are you doing?
So Gaston has grabbed onto his sword. Has he taken the sword?
Yes, he has his sword in his hand actually.
All right. My quick action would be to say, Gaston, kick him in the head.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm.
And your normal actions?
Is going to be, I'm going to try and punch him in the throat while he's down.
Okay. So you want to attack him in a specific part of the body.
Yep.
All right. Let me quickly check this one thing. This is a very useful combat cheat sheet that is available in the.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me go pull that up.
So, you are targeting a location. It is minus 20%, but the man, interestingly enough, right now is defenseless. He is unarmed, and he's outnumbered 2-1, and he is laying prone. So, prone is 10%, additional 10% 2-1. and since he's unarmed, I will also give you another 10%. So you have plus 20, plus 30%, minus 20% for targeting a location. Raw. So it's minus. It's only plus 10% for you.
Boom.
Damn, son.
Just
Nice.
just straight into the throat.
Yeah. Now I'm going to. He will try and dodge. He will try to roll away. But since he is laying prone, and there are two of you right next to him, there's the chair, there's the table, so I will give him minus 20% to dodge. He failed. Roll damage.
What is damage on an unarmed attack?
Strength minus 4. He doesn't have any armor on him.
So
Let me quickly see one thing.
my strength bonus minus 4 would be 0 then.
Yeah.
It would be just 1d10 plus 0, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, unarmed. Strength minus strength basic minus 4.
So 1d10 plus 0.
10.
4.
4 plus.
That would
Zero.
be 4 plus 0.
Oh, 4 plus. Because you have strength 4,
My-
right?
My strength is 4. The strength bonus is 4. So it would be 1d10 plus 4, but minus 4 because it's unarmed. So I rolled a 4 on the d10.
Okay, so you just.
So it'd be 4.
Yeah, so you just striking for 4. Well, I usually don't say that, of course, striking for 4 points of damage because that's weak. But in that case, Lambert, you struck the man in the side of his neck. You probably were going for the middle part. Unfortunately, your blow was weak, and you know that. The man is not really...
Still stifle that fucker.
Yeah, the man is not really built like a fighter, but even so, he cursed loudly as you struck him at the side of the neck, and now you can see that he is very angry actually. But now, Gaston, you're up. What do you want to do? Because let me tell you one thing. If you want to knock him out, you need to have the skill. You need to have the skill. It's I don't know how it's in English. Of course, I don't know how it's in Polish.
Stun.
Yeah, strike to stun. Sorry, thank you, Sean.
Yeah. Well,
if you don't have this, you can't really do that because you don't know how to strike a man to
Killing him.
Yeah, to take him out without killing him. That's the thing.
Right.
So if you want to kick him in the head with your steel boot, you know as a knight that it will probably do him more damage than just stun him.
Right. So I was gonna see if I could. I don't know if we'd have time to converse in a moment, but are we trying to keep this man alive and possibly use him, or are we trying to kill him?
Again, sorry, one thing. Again,
sorry,
you can't really communicate during combat with other player. If you want to say something, say it in game using either your free action or your full action. So, for example, you can ask Lambert, "We want him alive," and that's a quick action. Or you can use one of your 2 full actions, and Lambert, do we want to keep this guy alive, or are we killing him right now? It's up to you, of course.
Okay. I guess we'll try to just knock him out, because then if we knock him out, then we can actually talk.
Right, well, that's you can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
No, you said try kicking him in the head, right?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Gaston...
Gaston
can
kill him,
try to do that,
saying.
right? He doesn't know that he can't really, I mean, if he falls below 0 and you kick him in the head, I will roll on the critical table for this man.
You know what?
And
I think we just need to kill him, because I think we're screwed either way at this point. I mean, we're gonna have to find our way out of here, sneakily. So probably just killing him's the best plan right now.
So you're trying to
Fight the curb.
You're trying to skewer him with the sword.
Yeah.
In that case, again, 2 to 1 plus 10%. The guy's laying on the ground plus 10%. He is still defenseless because he doesn't have a weapon in his hand plus 10%. So strike him for plus 30%, and he can't dodge anymore because he already dodged Lambert's attack.
Yeah. Do I need to use weapon skill?
Yes, you use. You roll your weapon skill, or just Yeah, you've barely made it, but you did. 17.
Okay.
You struck him in the arm. 17 is... let me quickly see. It is right arm. Roll for damage. You roll d10 and add your strength bonus. And remember about, for example, strike mighty blow, which gives you additional point of damage. 4 plus...
You said what is my strength?
strength is
bonus,
the, yeah, strength bonus.
My
is the
strength
first,
is 45.
So you'd have a 4
So you
strength
have 4
bonus.
strength. Do you have strike mighty blow?
Sorry.
You probably should have.
What was that?
Do you have the talent strike mighty blow?
Yeah.
It would be under, say, labeled talents, or is it skills?
It would be
It would be a
talent.
talent.
I don't see that I have any talents. Oh wait, no, I do. I see it.
I mean, I was gonna go for something a little bit more meta, but yeah, that's where.
I don't think so. I have no encumbrance from worn armor. That's one of my talents. So maybe does that change?
No, that's not that. But you have this, really?
I know, but does that change some of my numbers earlier? You gave me a disadvantage on my armor.
Where do you have it, actually?
In talents.
Advanced.
What's the talent called?
Sturdy. Okay, he has sturdy, right? And you have strike mighty blow. Yeah, you have it. So that would mean that would still mean you would still be before this man, and you don't have the. Actually, I think this only doesn't give you any modifier to your speed. I will check it in a second, but the most important thing is that you have strike mighty blow. So 4 plus your strength. 4 is 8 plus strike mighty blow is 9. You struck the man in the arm, and you cut. You've opened a huge gash on his right arm. This time he just screamed, like, there's blood spurting everywhere. You just slash this man open. By the way, you have more than one attack, Gaston.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna attack him again.
Making multiple attacks. Remember, this is something that we normally have to declare, and this means that you can't do anything else because this is a double action. But you can make as many attacks as you have, as you have attacks on your character sheet. Your second attack, however, and each subsequent attack is with minus 10% modifier. So you're rolling once again, plus 30% for those bonuses, but minus 10% for your second attack. Roll weapon skill. Nice. This is once again an arm shot. However, this time it's the left arm, so you're trying to remove his arms, and roll damage. Yeah. Nice. 8 plus 5, 13.
Jesus. Yeah, he's gone to meet Jesus.
You guys are roboting, by the way. Michael and Sean, you're slightly...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wait. So, 1, so it becomes 11. I really need to just 4, 9. 9, which is... Yeah, okay. So, your second strike simply removed the arm at the shoulder, and you didn't really stab him. You just did this sweeping strike from your right to left, like a farmer raising the scythe to cut down wheat. And the blow went cleanly through the man's arm near the shoulder and into his breast from the side, skewering his heart. He shuddered, vomited blood, and now he lays still, dead. So, before we go further, because we exit the initiative, we go to our sewer boys, Johannes and Lambert. You are in the darkness. Well, kinda in the darkness, honestly. You still have your torch, and if I recall correctly, it still has some Well, it's still operational, but the flame is slightly weaker. Remember, I believe normal torch takes like 2 hours to burn down. However, you are also in a rather nasty situation. Your guide is dead, and he's been taken by one of the horrible creatures that you've just slain. You're in this intersection filled with bones, human bones mostly, of probably countless victims that fell to those creatures' claws and teeth. Enter the streets of Altdorf. You are wounded, and even though you are underground, you can hear the thunderstorm raging above, over the streets of the Empire's capital. What are you doing, Gustav and Johannes? All quiet, I see. All right. Sean?
Okay.
Hello?
I can hear both of you guys just fine.
Yeah. I was asking Johannes
Weird.
and Gustav, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was waiting for the.
Oh, really?
I want to check Johannes' wounds to see if he's not.
Wait. We have some rather huge technical problems right now. I don't know if it's Discord or something else.
Everyone sounds okay to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hearing everything fine.
Yeah, it's probably something on my part. Try to say something now, Sean. Oh Jesus! No, I can't hear like at all. Whoa. Shit. Now this sadly won't do.
I think it's on your end, Mike. You can hear us.
Yeah, but I don't know really why. That's the problem. Because my net is all fine. Lambert, say something if you will. Michael? Alright. Sorry for that, but let's take a few minutes break and it's something with Discord, honestly.
Okay. You want to just exit the internet?
Yeah.